Hello. How's it going, everybody? Good morning. So yeah, it's just to say impromptu stream as I work on building up a couple new scenes for bringing the podcast back, where talk about things within the indie creator space. So I decided, you know what, let's go live. I'm not wearing my best shirt. I got a stain. A bleach stain from cleaning the roof with bleach. That happened months ago. But yeah. So I'm just going to be going through here and creating a new scene. Let's see. So yeah, we'll be adding the podcast back into the mix. I'm trying to think either do it weekly as it was before or do it every other week. Still trying to think of correct, or actually not the correct ways, but the best ways to go about it. What's up, Caitlin? I know, as soon as I get started and she wants to leave her room. You want to leave the room? Not yet. Of course, if you try spelling. Yeah, I don't know why I was doing double. Oh yeah? 1 second. Boop. Alright, so I guess I shall return. Alright, okay. So, what I'm basically wanting to do or set up is... I'll show you here in just a moment. That's not what I needed. All right, let me go into live demo mode here. There we go. So you should be seeing the full screen. All right, so this is working in Ecamm. This is what I use mostly for a lot of my recording stuff. The 0 Point Report is I use the software for that, and podcast, and of course anything else I would like. I use OBS with my gaming streams, which I do here on Tuesdays and Fridays. But everything else, I use Ecamm. Now I do have this set up. So this is what I was working on, where it's a 2-camera setup. I got my camera and the guest camera, or co-host. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to make it one that is a 3 camera shot. So I want to go ahead and copy, duplicate. Go ahead. Take the copy of out. Okay. I'm still working on for the lower thirds because how I have them. I do have them like that. I like that where they just come in. But I got to figure out if I want to make a graphic overlay that comes in. I'm still trying to decide on that, but for right now, this co-host one, this one's gonna be fly from the right. Anything from you. So when you come in from the scene, I haven't done that one. So if I go into this one, they'll come in from both sides. I'll go out and copy this one because it is a different size than that one. But I'm not too worried about the lower thirds on that right now, so I can take it or leave it. I don't care. That's a little loud. Okay. Probably couldn't hear me for the past like 15 minutes or 10 minutes. All right, but so I'm gonna have this one. I'm gonna delete this one as well. It's gonna look a little strange. Don't worry, don't freak out. These are great setup lines. Everything's set up in a grid, so everything's all nice and even. So I'm gonna go ahead, shrink this one to there. As you can see how everything is going to lay up. So let me go ahead and add another camera source. This one is not. This one's gonna be guest 2. Oh, I need to make sure is custom. Change. There we go. So this is what it's going to look like for 3-person camera. It's going to be host, co-host, or guest, or 2 co-hosts. So everything is all nice and neat. It's all lined up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the comments down here. And let's see. I'll have lower thirds as well. I'll have to set that up for that. So if I do, because I want to add test comment, bring that in. All right, let's go ahead. Make this a little bit larger. And I want to fly in from the right. Cool. So what's going to happen is when I bring the comment in, it's going to come in from the right like that, which is awesome. I like that. I'll probably bring it on the bottom here and it'll disappear. This is moved off to the right a little bit so you don't see the rounded corners on the end there on the right. So it looks like it's all one line. Here's a comment that's a little bit longer and probably a bit more wordy. I've probably said too much already. What? That's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, so this is what a little bit more wordy comment is going to look like. That works. I'll have to keep playing around with them. Okay. So that is a three camera setup. So we got co-host 1, guest, or co-host 1, co-host 2. I want to add maybe something underneath here. I do got to put in a logo. I have. Where is it? Image overlay. Can't I move this? Okay. I believe it's OneDrive, my OneDrive. I have one that is just the text. I thought I did. What I can do, let me go ahead, put this in. There we go. I can also add a text. Did my Spotify stop? Why did you stop? All right, let's go ahead and add. It's a nice thing with Ecamm. You can do, it might seem less intuitive, but text. I can do that. It is opacity. I want a background. Is going to be, I want to do the blue. Apple bad for streaming and gaming? Well, I do stream with the Mac M1 Mac Mini, and I've had no problem with it. I do 1080p 60 and 30. I'm mostly doing 30s, but I have no problem streaming on a Mac. Gaming, yes, I'll have to agree with you on that. But with the new M1s, those chips are like stupid fast. That's why, because I had a long lead out. Oh, you use the Apple? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's I got it because at the time I didn't want to spend like $1,200 on a streaming PC that I'm going to use because computer parts are being priced out the wazoo. Why is music not? I don't know why it was doing that, so I'll go ahead and do it this way. But yeah, I do everything. I have a 2 PC setup. I have my regular gaming rig that I play games and do video editing on, and the M1 Mac Mini does streaming. I use Ecamm for a lot of like my recording stuff and podcasts and all sorts of stuff like that. I do use OBS when I do my game streaming. So I have that. It works perfectly fine. I really have. I have been using it since October of last year. But it's been going great for me, actually. Alright, so I want to go ahead. Bring that down below. Now let's see here. Actually, I can go ahead and that. And oh yeah, you can't really beat that. I mean, it's been a misnomer since what, the early 90s. Not misnomer. I don't know what the word, but it's been known that Macs are not really your go-to for any kind of gaming. Windows has had a monopoly on that for I don't know how long. Ah, that works. If I want to do a fly in from the left, and then same thing for you. So when you go into this one scene, that looks good. And then I can put your comments right there just below. And that looks beautiful. I mean, it's a quick and dirty. I'm going to probably work on a couple different graphics. I have, where did I do with it? Yeah, Apple has Mac software. Is this? There's a few games on it. I mean, I think you can play Fortnite. And there's a couple other games, modern games you can play on Mac. But that's about it. There is really no other choice except you have to use a Windows machine. Now, I do have to take that back because you can use Steam on Linux. They are porting a lot of their Steam category to that. I think you can also use Wine. It's been years since I dabbled in Linux. What I'm planning on, well, I do a lot of my podcast from the Mac here. I use a software called Ecamm Live. That's what you see right on the screen. That's what I'm working with. I use that for the 0 Point Report podcast. I'm going to be using it for bringing back the Indie Creator Hub podcast. And I used to use it for another podcast that ended last year. I also do a lot of my recording for other videos that are on this channel. I use that for this as well because I kind of find it a little more stable and I can get a higher quality product than if I was using OBS. OBS is perfectly fine for a lot of things and it's free as well. So there is that. I just find I like using Ecamm. But yeah, stream from a Mac and it's limited. Yeah, I don't stream from the Mac. Yeah, I stream from a PC. So I have it come in with the Elgato HD60S Plus. In fact, this is my gaming PC. This is what I use right here. Let's see where. Try and look for my logo. I gotta redo a couple of my drives. They're a little bit disorganized. I mean, it's pretty much I know where things are, but I need to streamline it a little bit more. Branding, Integrator Hub. Well, yeah, gaming on a Mac is curse for yeah, but that's why I said I use OBS, and I can game using Ecamm here. It's just not the fact that I'm gaming on the Mac. I'm gaming on a Windows machine, and the Mac is just taking that signal into the streaming software, either OBS or Ecamm, and pumping it out to Twitch or YouTube. The Mac is not really doing much at all. In fact, It's streaming this right now. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that was it. I have a template for that. Aha! I found it. Did I? And it's been a perfect 1080 resolution. I have had no problems. In fact, I can get a very good, of course, that's compression from Twitch to YouTube exporting, but I really don't do that. I record a local file as well as I'm doing the stream, so I can edit down later. No problem. All right, so that's a template. Social media templates. This is what I needed. Group that. Let's copy it. That's what I wanted to bring in. I'm just going to export. Selection only. There we go. All right, so what I can do, let's go back into this guy here. Well, yeah. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, no, that's no biggie there. But yeah, it's coming from a laptop. I don't know what laptop. You're on a laptop, yeah. Mac Java. How does that run? Well, thank you. I try to keep it as smooth as butter, melted butter. Well, like I said, the M1 chips are like, chef's kiss. And this is the base M1 Mac Mini that I got. So it's got the 8 gig memory, smallest hard drive. I think is a 256. There we go. That's what I wanted. Get rid of you. And oh, 5 from the left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a different color. Unless, no, it'd be kind of overkill with the logos. I don't want to like all the logos like all over the place. Yeah, I don't want to ever stream without NVENC. Oh yeah, AMD, their graphics cards are nice, but it's just the driver support is a problem now. so I want to go ahead. Because then the yellow is going to be out. Yeah, I want to do the... Yeah, that doesn't look good. I also have to play around with it a little bit more. But yeah, I love NVIDIA stuff is really, really good. And for putting a chip, an encoder chip that is dedicated solely just for streaming or encoding on a graphics card was like miraculous. I mean, it's really good what they're going for. And if I go back and forth out of here, I gotta do something about that logo. I might, because I like the simplistic of it, but I don't love it sitting on top of that. I don't want to use black. Yeah, I remember when they first came out, and now that gray. Yeah, because I got a 2060 in the gaming rig a couple years ago.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the weathermen come to...
Well, ray tracing is, I mean, it'd be nice, but is it needed to make things look pretty? Yeah. I don't know if you played... I have the game Control. I don't know if you've played it before, but that was a really big one for ray tracing. But I think it's like, you know, ray tracing is makes everything look great. Yeah, don't like 1 FPS. Well, you don't like playing a slideshow? Come on, everyone likes that. Cancel. That's a ugly color. Yeah, I had an old machine that with some games it just completely crushed it. And it was heartbreaking too, because I was like, oh, I want to play this game, but you had to take the settings all the way down to low and run it at like 720 or less. But yeah. Prefer crashing other people's games, not my games. Oh, where's the fun in that, right? CNN. Oh, unless what I can do. I know what I can do. I'll do that. And next is going to be opaque. Background going to be black. Light opacity. Let's see how that looks. And this. Well, yeah, I'm used to OBS as well. I use, like I said, I use OBS as well. I use for Mac. There's a program called, I don't know if it's a Twitch streamer. It's made by a Twitch streamer called Mr. Greggles and his team. It's called ATEM, and it's very, very powerful in how to do like channel points redeems and other stuff like that. So I've been testing it out, running it the past couple weeks, because there's not really anything I can do on the Mac. I can't use Firebot, which I can still use Firebot, but I have to have it out and running on the gaming PC to have it connected over the network. But yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to Ecamm, because it's more of like, it's not OBS, it's more for a professional setup, as it were. Alright, save. Now I want to do go, but I don't want to as and it's going to go and fly from the left as well. So, voila. Looks nice. I mean, it's just threw together real quick. You can also customize it, but. And what I can do is group it all together. Yeah, it took me a little bit of time to get. It's still, it's an ever evolving program. Like, to do what I've just did here, you're playing around. You can't put in like shapes or colored shapes. So all I'm doing is having put in a text item or text overlay with the opacity of the actual text, but the background is what I'm using as a shape. So it's a different workarounds and how, you can play around with it. So that goes in there. That goes below it. And that's on top. So if I want to move the whole thing, link them all together. There we go. So when I put in comments, comments can go a little bit higher. There we go. I see I have to move that down a little bit. Why'd you move? Oh. Get rid of that. Yeah, 20 plus years on it. Yeah, I've always been not an Apple, but a Windows guy myself. Until I got this Mac Mini. I never really. Yeah, I noticed there is a lot of different changes or different ways how to do stuff. Because yeah, I think with a Mac, everything is very keyboard shortcut orientated, or using hotkeys, and also drag and drop is a really big thing as well. It's the same thing with Windows now, but it's more Windows based. The Mac is a different animal, so to speak. But yeah, it was a little bit of a learning curve in figuring things out here as well. Yeah, I know. You're absolutely right. It does suck. I take it you're also on Windows 11 too, right? I've had so many issues with driver stuff and just random blue screens after a while. I'd be playing a game. I think it's maybe a GPU issue as well. I don't know. I haven't really narrowed stuff down. But every once in a while, the GPU, I can hear the fan just ramp up. Oh, you refused upgrade. Well, eventually, 1 year you will. But yeah, my GPU fans just start ramping up, and everything will freeze. So I have to do a hard reboot, or playing in the middle of a game. All of a sudden, everything just freezes. It goes in a hard freeze, blue screens, and resets. And I even cleared out everything. I've done since I think about a month ago. I reinstalled Windows, just cleared out the drive and redid everything, and it still does the same. So I'm like, whatever. Now there is, I want to do. Actually, what I want to do is actually copy that. Go to this one here. Paste it. There we go. I'm going to get rid of these lower thirds. So I can redo them. Yeah, I tested Windows 11. I was part of their the Insider build a couple months before they released it fully, and there was a lot of problems, but it was pretty stable at that point in its life cycle. But I haven't had really much issue with it. All right, so I want to do where just let me pull up my graphics here. Game and stream on Twitch. A lot of work to set it up. Not going to go through setup until it's ready to go and we're forced to it. Yeah, I hear you on that. I think I'm the opposite because I like to tinker around and experiment with different things. So my setup is constantly changing every 6 to 9 months. I'm not really truly happy until I'm having to redo it. It's just a weird thing. see. I want to do. Okay, I see how that was done. I had a 3 set up like that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and copy. But I'm going to change the layout of cameras. For grinding live, like everything is working, probably need to update drivers too. Yeah. You had like the NVIDIA stuff, right? Yeah, you got the 2060. Yeah, I don't have. I used to have the GeForce Experience. Hated that thing. I just download from their website the actual drivers I need. Get rid of that. We add this. Yeah, it mostly works. Mostly works. If I do... But... Stand at top, no. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. Get rid of the line, see how that looks. Meh. I mean, it'd be good for... I mean, it's just too narrow. I mean, it'd be good for a 4-person setup, but... This is a 3. Let me put the grid back up. Do it that way. Cool. So then when comments come in, nice. Okay. So kind of like go from one scene, blah, blah, blah. This is a podcast, bloop, 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 a couple minutes, and then we'll go ahead into this scene right here. And we'll go from transition from here. I don't want to do cross. Oh, I say that all the time. Slobs. Well, no, it's more like, what was it now? Streamlabs desktop or whatever it is. But yeah, it's not too bad. Like I said, this has a little bit of learning curve, but it's just having to get through your changing of how you're working a little bit. It's still the same thing where you're working with scenes and sources, but here it's scenes and overlays. Overlays are your sources, scenes are your scenes, pretty much. But yeah, I use OBS, and I use this here ATEM. I have a few channel points set up on my Twitch side of things. But this is one of the programs, the pretty much only program that I know of that is Mac compatible. It's a little confused. It's also, if you've worked with like Mix It Up Bot and Firebot, it's around the same workflow, where you're creating a new rule, and then you can control either if it controls a Twitch text or a channel point or an OBS scene. So you can have it automatically have like a channel point, do a streamer redeem, and have it change a scene and do all sorts of stuff, different rules with delays and stuff. It's very complex in how deep it can go. But like I said, this just came out not too long ago from Mr. Greggles on Twitch. Go ahead, quit that. Copy and paste that as well. Cool. Yeah, this is a paid program. They have two different tiers. Actually, yeah, they have two different tiers. They got a it's a per month or annual cost. The lower tier, I think it's like $16 a month. You get most of your options. This one I'm using is the professional version, which is $40 a month. But the nice thing about it is it has integrated with you can bring guests in. It's kind of like, what was this? OBS Ninja. But you can customize it where it's like I said, this is not a program that's for everybody, especially for the hobbyist. Never even considered streaming on an Apple device to attach a stream, and yeah. But yeah, this one is geared more for professionals that are on a Mac, or when you stream on a Mac. There is a software on the Windows side that is more complex than this. It's called vMix. and expensive. The lowest tier, I think, is $350. No, I'm sorry. That's the second. The lowest tier is $60. That's a one time or per year. The next one is $350, but it allows you to add a lot more sources. You have full 4K encoding. But vMix is usually used in like sports, newscast broadcasting, also again in professional settings. So yeah, it's a little bit more heavy duty than Ecamm here, and much more heavy duty than OBS. But the thing is, you can do a few things better in OBS than you can in vMix. And same thing for Ecamm here. It's just depending on what you want to do, and OBS is perfectly fine for 98% of the people out there, me included. Like I said, I just use this for podcasting and a lot of other professional work that I do. So like this stuff right here, if I want to do, where is it? Oh, I don't have it open. Where's the window? Interview mode. So I give them a link. All right. So if I give them that link here, I guess.tv. That's the interview chat room. There's a number. But yeah, no, it's all customizable. You can have it branded to whatever you want, to your company or your brand. So again, it's not for everybody. Like I have for my OBS. Let me go ahead and open it up here. So yeah, OBS, it takes a little bit of time, especially for my Twitch stuff to come in. There we go. Oh yeah, no, it's like I said, I just like to dabble in a lot of different things, because a lot of stuff that I do for this channel is finding different ways that, or different things that could be beneficial to a wide range of content creators. So that's why I do a lot of stuff. I do this so you don't have to. But yeah, I have everything all set up. I got my Firebot stuff coming in. I do have a Stream Deck. I've had Stream Deck for years. And I don't have it around here. I used to do Touch Portal, which is like $12, a one-time thing for if you have an old device or your phone, or I had an old Fire tablet that I used for as a Stream Deck alternative. I'm gonna pop that comment in, and it still works nice, even when it's got a lot of words. There we go. My OCD is kicking in here because this one is a little. There we go. Yeah, I use Stream Elements. I use it for. I have a loyalty store where people who watch a stream, they earn points. I have it set up that I have all from Humble Bundle stuff, Humble Bundle games I have never used. I don't have used the keys for, so I have it set up as people who watch over time can use those points to buy a game for free. All it is just that the only thing I ask for is their time and chat within the channel, and that's pretty much it. And they can buy themselves a game. But the funny thing is, it is extremely difficult to give people free games. I've had these games for years now. I did on Twitter. I did where I was giving away first come first serve in games. I had a list and stuff, and that was a hassle. I did that for a couple hours. It was a hassle having to keep track of who DM'd me first. I'll never do that again. But I did get rid of a lot of games. But yeah, I use Stream Elements. I never use Streamlabs. I think because the tip donation section of Streamlabs is kind of sleazy and very, very schemy. Because if you use a GIF, anything that's non-text extra, the person who is doing the tipping with their message gets automatically entered to do a per month charge for, I think it's like $5 a month to order that service, which is kind of sleazy in my personal opinion. And of course, the whole thing with how they treated like OBS, that crew, by, it's using the actual name OBS in their software. Even, yes, I know it's a fork, but as a fork, you can't use the original name. You can't use Streaming Time OBS. You can't do that. You can call it Streaming Time Desktop or anything like that. It's bad business, and how they responded, and it's just I don't like their how they do things. Yeah, the live plugin is better than. Well, all it is it's OBS, but it just has the docs. That's pretty much it. You don't need to download all you need to do is just get the the domain or the URLs and add the docs for yourself. Restream is, I think, a very, very capable. I've used them in the past. I love their service. It just becomes expensive after a while if you're not doing the multi-streaming. And I used to use them for podcasts before I switched everything over to Ecamm here with their Restream Studio. The problem is that if you're doing any gaming or any kind of screen capture, the FPS dips. It is not as smooth as it is using dedicated software based, because everything's all browser based. So that's a problem with services like Restream, StreamYard, Melon, Riverside. That's it that I'm aware of that are browser-based streaming software. I use StreamYard, moved over to Restream. Yeah, you only use it for backing up stuff on YouTube for archiving without effort. Yeah, and that's a perfect way to use it too. When they first released, or they're in the middle of releasing their Restream Studio, they had a pay tier that still had a Restream branding. So I sent them, it's like, hey, we're paying you a service. We don't appreciate having Restream branding on our stream. That's kind of like a dick move. So and they were great. They're gracious, and they took out that requirement. I know they had a couple other people too. I take credit, even though I know it's not me. So yeah. So they got rid of having that the Restream branding on your stream was a mess up on their part, and they quickly fixed it. On the free tier, hey, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem. You're using their service for free. They should have the right to put in their branding. That's only fair. Okay. But yeah, it's I love Restream, and I'm seriously thinking about starting it back up. I don't know if we're doing restreaming, because I'm a Twitch affiliate on my gaming channel, but I'm going to be focusing more on the YouTube side of things. I have two channels. I have this channel, and I also have my Two-Ton Waffle channel, which is geared for gaming. I do a lot of indie game reviews and stuff like that on that particular channel. I don't do that here. This is more for the, as you can see in from the header, is alternative platforms for independent creators. That's what I do. I go out and look out reviews for like Trovo, Glimish, Brime. I do cover also Twitch and YouTube stuff. I also cover Gilded and Discord and all sorts of stuff like that too, and streaming encoders software. And that's what I do. That's my main focus. So instead of doing two YouTube channels, I do have two YouTube channels, but I'm focusing a lot of my video creation on the Indie Creator Hub. I'm still doing the gaming channel. I'm still going to do the reviews for indie games and stuff like that, because I enjoy doing it. But my main focus is on here, which I do love. I love doing this. I love going out, searching through the wastelands for alternative platforms for people. Oh yeah. Twitch, and a lot of people are, because it's in the contract that you signed as an affiliate. Yes, technically you're breaking that contract by multi-streaming at the same time to other platforms. On Twitch, their enforcement of that particular clause is pretty much non-existent. I have never heard of a streamer getting affiliate or their account banned because of doing multi-streaming to several platforms at the same time. Trovo, I have a video I'm gonna be recording. I do batch recording, so I do a lot of recording videos, and I have one coming up on Trovo about their recent stuff that's been going on with the box farmers and the culture that has risen up from the treasure box, and how viewers and chatters are becoming non-interactive, and it's a major problem. Brime is good. If you actually, I gotta do a showcase on this. They have, I don't know if you're aware of this, but they do have a multi-streaming aspect within Brime, and it's actually pretty good. So you can stream to Brime, and it sends out your stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Trovo for free, completely free. So it's a quite interesting service that they provide there. The most I've made from Twitch is probably, let's say right now, because I just got affiliate a month or so ago. It's about $20 at the most. So I'm far from the $100 payout, and I got like $6 on Trovo, $6 or $8 on Trovo. But yeah, the box farming is completely out of hand, and I've been keeping an eye on their Discord, and occasionally I go to some of the big streamers that are constantly complaining about the stuff. It's just like, well, you made the bed, now sleep in it. You are complaining about, oh, I gotta grind 16 hours a day to keep my hours up. It's just to get so many stuff. I gotta spend so much money on these boxes. Like, you don't have to. You're not being held at gunpoint. It's just because you like the money. And I go through their other social media stuff and their other platforms, and it is a ghost town for some of these people. Twitter, nothing. Their TikToks, nothing. YouTube, nothing. The Twitch, they got no outside resources to bring people into Trovo. It is, again, you have to do stuff outside of the platform. It's very similar to Twitch. Do stuff outside the platform to bring people in. You just can't be live streaming and expect a payday. It's not going to happen. Oh, you got $700 in 1 year? Nice. That is an awesome. That is awesome achievement that you got there, even for just for 1 year. That's pretty freaking awesome right there. Definitely be proud of that. There's not that many people get that point, even after a year. I like to tell people that if you're doing this stuff, put in the work for at least 6 months to a year, because it's going to take a while to get attraction on anything. You just can't, go live and expect people to come to you. You got to put the work in to do it, to get people in to come to you, and you got to put out content. But yeah, that was my little soapbox. Yeah, not that many people are making anything, and and they get disillusioned. It's like they expect as soon as you hit affiliate that the money will start rolling in. It's nowhere near that fact at all. It's just the way content creation and live streaming is, especially nowadays. Because I think what's happening is a lot of the problems is that people are moving away from gaming live streaming. It's a slow decline, but it is a decline overall. And you have to kind of like diversify yourself into other avenues, into other kinds of content, just to stay relevant, because the days of game live streams are kind of over. Oh yeah, edited content on YouTube is key. It is the big thing. I know a lot of people tags on YouTube videos, a lot even from the video resources from YouTube itself say tags don't have a bearing anymore. They do still work, not as much as before. What helps is what your thumbnail is, your title, and the first, was it the 10 or 20 words within your description. If all that is tied into what your content is about, that's what YouTube is searching within their infinite algorithm and pushing it out to your potential viewers and your viewers that are subscribed to you. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to put tags in. It's just, spend a couple minutes and do some tag research. Download TubeBuddy or a vidIQ extension and do it that way. Copy and paste from other videos, tags that work for there. Of course, don't do one-to-one copying, but just take what stuff that is relevant to your video that helps them, kind of like ride the coattails, but not really. Should I do a 4? Yeah, I'll do a 4. Yeah, playing with viewers, LGBTQIA plus tags work on Twitch. Yeah. I know you're part, since you mentioned that you're part of the community. I don't know. Have you seen an uptick of bad actors, especially on Twitch, come into your streams just because you have that tag or something along with that tag? I know a lot of people. I'm not talking about like hate raids or anything like that, but it's just like trolls coming in. It's like, oh, you're a part of this crew, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, go along that route. Twitch is so freaking slow on and non-existent with the times. And truthfully, I think Twitch is not going to be around too much longer. The reason I say that is the writing is on the wall, because they're doing all this. They're milking everything out of Twitch as much as they can. And with the moves from Tim the Tatman, Ludwig, and now Sakuno, yeah, height as a trans woman, but according to my analytics, people click on it. Yeah, that's because I think what the demographic is you got everyone within the spectrum of the LGBTQ. Yeah, Twitch is on decline. Everyone within that spectrum group is don't take this the wrong way, is a small minority to majority of people that are on Twitch are part of the cis hetero community. But your community is actually growing ever a bit so slowly, but it is growing. Now, it's the thing is, I know you being as a trans woman, the whole thing with the shelves with, what was it? Women's Month, Black History Month, Pride Month. There's the shelf. It's like, oh, hey, we're doing all this stuff on Twitch. We're showcasing insert minority here. Pretty much that's what it feels like. But they're like just below the front page. You had to scroll. It wasn't on the front page. It wasn't at the top in those sliders. It was, oh yeah, you're on the front page. You gotta scroll one page down to see anybody in that particular group on that particular month. But yeah, Twitch is definitely. But like I said, with those signings of those three major streamers moving over to YouTube and their experience with Twitch being that they're not gonna like, yeah, have a good one. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. It's kind of, it's telling that they're not looking out, or they don't want to keep streamers, especially the larger ones, because they're so expensive for them to be on the platform. Even though they get thousands or tens or even hundreds of thousands of people watching them. I forget where was the report, but it was that the larger streamers cost Twitch more money than small to medium size streamers. Those numbers were weird, but yeah. Yeah, you went from 3 average to 10 plus in the height of COVID, back to 5. It's all good. Twitch is declining and small streamers leaving. Yeah. Well, it's like the whole thing. It's like the affiliate program. It's like I only did it because to get the channel point aspect. That's the only reason. If I want people to subscribe to me, I direct them to Coffee, because I get majority of that money and I don't have to wait for a payout. As soon as somebody hits donate or the monthly annual membership, whatever it is, I get that money within like minutes, maybe an hour. So that's nice. And there's almost no fees. So I got the Coffee Gold, which I paid like $6 a month. So I have no fees except for, transaction fees get from Coffee to Stripe to my business account. So, and that's probably at most like 10% after everything's all taken out. I get 90% of the money. So that's why I kind of direct people to donate through my Coffee page instead of going through Twitch. Copy and paste. But yeah, it's this Twitch they're in a mindset that, hey, we're the only game in town that does live streaming well or great. But YouTube is catching up in terms of how quick. It is pretty quick. Twitch, like I said, I don't. People keep saying, "Oh, Amazon's just getting ready to sell Twitch off." Twitch is not going to get sold off. The reason why Amazon bought Twitch in the first place, those many years ago, is for the infrastructure and the technology. They've already set that up using. They use that technology to create Amazon IVS. You, as anybody, as a company, you can pay Amazon and make a Twitch competitor using Twitch servers and backbone to create your own streaming site, streaming service. So what's going to happen is Amazon is going to look at Twitch, says, "Oh, you're not making as much money. We can just close you down." And that's it. Amazon gets all their money from AWS, and that's it. The products and the shipping and stuff like that, that's peanuts, and that's a loss leader. Who cares? They don't. Twitch doesn't make money. And it's more of a burden for them, really, because of all the DMCA stuff and having an upkeep on those servers. So if they wanted to, they can just say, "Hell, well, turning off Twitch in the next 6 months." What are people going to do? They're just going to bitch and complain. "Oh, what are you doing?" It's like, hey, we went through that with Mixer. Welcome to the club. Now you know how it felt, and we get to laugh at you now. There we go. That looks... I'm going to use your comment here. Well, yeah, big problem, yeah, with Twitch is it filled with small streamers trying to make it. When they don't, they leave oversaturated, and yeah. Because the problem is that it's Twitch uses. You probably have heard this many times. It's the kingmaker system. The more viewers that you have, the higher up on the listing you'll be. So it is very cutthroat and very competitive for those people to do what they can to get as many viewers as possible, so they can be on the top of the list. And then Twitch will, in turn, promote the larger kings more than, say, you and I sitting around 2 to 10 viewers. They can give two craps about what we do and what we're trying to accomplish, as long as, you know, the big streamers are raking in those viewers, because ads, baby, ads. Yeah, I went through back and forth if I should go through with the affiliate thing. I'm just like, ads are a necessary evil, and I can do the because if you're not affiliate, is you don't get ads on your channel. Become affiliate, you get ads, which I think if Twitch actually wanted to go through, because YouTube does this. If you're not part of the YouTube partner program, you're not monetizing, you're not there yet, ads will still show up and be shown on your content, but you don't get the revenue from that. And you don't have anything, you don't have a say in that. So that money is lost until you get to the point where you get the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 watch hours until you get into the YouTube partner program. Twitch, I'm surprised they haven't done that already. I'm surprised they haven't put ads on every stream. Yeah, I'll sit through some ads. There's a few. Like the music for the Fitbit one is annoying. What was another one? It's the was it the DoorDash or Uber Eats one where the woman she's like, oh, and batteries. Oh, you need batteries too? Here you go. It's like, oh my god, the acting is so bad. Like, well, I can't because there's a wall. There's a wall right here. Some ads are just cringe. But yeah, I'll play ads on my stream. I have it every 30 minutes because I want to get rid of pre-rolls. I don't want people to be hit with an ad going into my stream. I'm okay with having an ad play during my stream. That's just the nature of the beast. And I try to remember whenever an ad gets read because I have the dashboard up and I can see, oh, ad starts in within 5 minutes. So I kind of like time what I'm doing. So it's if people are not subbed, won't get hit with an ad and lose out on anything I'm talking about. Important stuff that I talk about. So that's just one of the things that I try to be cognitive of what's going on. Just because I don't want people getting that pre-roll ad when they first come in. I got the 2, I got the 3. Yeah, YouTube's kind of too high for monetization. Twitch too low. Run ads automatically on Twitch to avoid pre-rolls. Yeah, so at least people will give me a chance. Yeah, because it was their marketing guy. What was it? The GlitchCon. They came right out and said, yeah, at least 30% of the people, because they have the numbers to see, bounce if they get hit with a pre-roll. So that's why I do it too. But yeah, well, with YouTube has that level to it's kind of weeds out the people who are doing this as a hobby. I don't want to sound condescending, but it's kind of like if you want to get to this point, you have to put in the effort of actually putting in content and doing the work. So we're going to reward you with monetization. On Twitch, people say, oh, get affiliate, it's easy. You can do it on a weekend. It's like, well, some people, yes. Some people takes longer. It's just how it is. But the affiliate is easy, air quotes. They just do that because they want you to get ads. And that's why I say is that if they want to pump out as much ads as possible, they'll probably be pushing ads on every stream. It doesn't matter if you're affiliate partner or not. And at that day, it's gonna be a lot of complaining because the people who didn't want affiliate or partnership, all of a sudden getting ads on their streams. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of yeah. Yeah, if you average 1,000, people will sit through ads, not on a 2 to 10 stream. It depends. Like, the culture on Twitch is a funny one. It's a lot of people. The culture is that it's easier for people to gift or start up a sub to a streamer, or they have ad block installed. So for those people, it's not, and they're not looking at that at all. Twitch Turbo is another option, but not that many people know it. It's like $9 a month for ad-free viewing throughout all of Twitch. But who wants to add another subscription, especially go and pay Twitch to get rid of ads so I can watch streamers and I don't have to sub to them? Yeah, non-streamers don't. Yeah. I haven't really seen... like I said, I just got the affiliate program not too long ago. Probably like 2 months. But I really haven't seen much of a downturn. Like I said, I try to work my stream in a way that it caters to everybody. I won't do it. I can't do it all the time, but I try to do that. And it also depends, because you do Minecraft streams, so the Minecraft community is a community within itself on Twitch and on YouTube. I do a lot of indie games, so my audience is not as widespread. So I do a lot of indie games, and I also do city building games, kind of like Frostpunk. I do Dune Spice World Wars just came out, so that is another, that's a city builder game, resource gathering game that I like to do. But like I mentioned earlier, is my main focus is on doing this stuff. Oh yeah, silent streams kill channels so much. Going back to Trovo, there's so many people that I know that will sit there and not say a damn thing. They don't have any music playing. Game audio is as quiet as possible, and they don't talk for minutes on end. And every once in a while, oh hey, welcome to burp. It's just like, come on. And then they complain. It's like, well, I'm a content creator. It's like, what content are you producing? What content are you making? How to sit in a chair and not say anything? That's not content. He talks shit constantly, yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I occasionally I'll be, especially if I'm playing like Overwatch, I have to get my mindset out of being so focused on the game I'm not saying anything. But I'm kind of forced. I have to force myself. Oh, as Diva, I'm going to be trying to go through here and try and flake him on the left side, and do that and try to explain what it is I'm doing or what I think that the other team is doing. But yeah. Oh, I'm the same way. I'm an introvert. I hate going out. I don't like public speaking. Yet I'm a streamer, content creator. But you know what? It's easier for me to do this. But I still get that anxious feeling, especially if wife's in the room and I'm getting ready to start a stream. I'm like, you get that like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, honey, can you please leave so I can do this? Because I have that feeling like, oh, someone's watching me that is physically here. I just have to get over that anxiety type of roadblock. But it's just something that having to work on. I'm still working on it. And that's just part of the process, right? So we got, I have autism, suck at socializing and talking to people, but when I go live, I'm chatty as F. Yeah. And that's our outlets, pretty much. And these are our perfect outlets to get out into the world. If we can't do it physically, I mean, we have internet to do it. And I know I'm not the best speaking elegantly speaking, whatever, person out there. I trip over my words. I just did it. But at least I have this outlet, this capability of doing this to better oneself. And I know you probably have the same feeling as well. It's like the real world is one thing, but to get in front of the camera or the microphone in a game and to get in front of a community and the potential people coming in, it's a whole different ball game. It's a different feeling, and it's a better feeling that helps us not cope, but be part of the world. I know better writers or speakers can probably prose that in a better manner, but you get me, damn it. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and start winding it down tonight. It's already midnight. It's getting to my bedtime, my beddy bye time. But I loved having this chat. If you want to go ahead, let's see here. Just do some shit in Minecraft. Hey, a lot of people do it. The games are a great avenue, really. YouTube. I'm gonna put, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put your link in the chat to your YouTube channel here. I should add your Twitch to your YouTube streams. That's what I'm thinking, is do multi-streaming to both YouTube, to my gaming YouTube and my Twitch stream on the same nights. Yeah. But like I said, I'm going to be doing a live stream on this channel. I'm thinking of doing once a week or maybe once every other week, as it's in a podcast form where, so I've done it in the past where I have do like a pre-show, do the podcast segment, talk about whatever I want to talk about, what particular topic, and then a post-show where it's just, chilling and sitting around. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Because there is, I want to try the free option for now, is Brime. But like I said, I've used Restream in the past, and I enjoy their service, and their service is pretty good. I'll probably something I have to think about going back and forth, but I'm gonna go ahead. Post your channel, your YouTube channel here in the chat, because I very Had a fun time chatting with you tonight. Thank you for coming by. I wasn't expecting anybody to come by. It was just kind of like a spur of the moment. I'm like, I'll just go ahead. Since I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and hit the live. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of, like I said, I want to do a batch recording of 4 videos every other weekend. So I at least have a month worth of content scheduled out and ready to go. I've set myself up to scheduling where I'm doing topics and idea boards and stuff like that. Oh. Excuse me. So yeah, definitely going to be having a lot of content coming up here on this channel. Go back into non-live demo mode. But yeah, so I have another video coming up on Monday or Tuesday. Plus also I'm going to think I might do another live on Monday. I'll see. I do have my Twitter account. It's the Indie Creator Hub on Twitter, or my gaming. Oh yeah, I know. I got to add my Twitch links. I have a template that I use. Like for this, I haven't put anything in the description because, like I said, again, this is kind of like a spur of the moment. So I wasn't really thinking of. I don't even have a thumbnail ready. I'm just using whatever YouTube decides. But I do have my YouTube channel. But yeah, so I'll add it into the description after I end here. But thank you for coming by. Well, I also I don't know if you do Discord or Guilded, because I have servers on both. Let me hold on a second. Yeah, I don't have it. Because I use Stream Elements for my YouTube stuff. I don't have any commands, which I will rectify later. But thank you for coming by, and have a good night. If it's through Stream Elements, you can set it up a YouTube account with commands in that. It's just like the Twitch side of things.